Okay, the final part 11, the leadership program and all the different ranks and how to achieve the ranks. Now, in this video, I'm really going to focus just on LD1 because once you understand the LD1 structure, it's real simple to understand LD2, 3, 4, PLD, and RLD. It's like adding one extra layer essentially. So, okay, diving right into this. So, LD1, to become an LD1, first of all, you must be a lifestyle advisor generating 250 in your own PV to become full commission qualified, as well as mentor two first generation lifestyle advisors to also launch two lifestyle advisors each, who then all do the monthly 150 PV. Now, they could be on the same side. So you'll see with this diagram below. So skipping down, you can see here in the structure, you have you on your monthly, of course, 150. But again, to reach the LD1, you want to be doing the 250, which is to earn the commissions as an LD2, okay? But initially, to get there, all you have to do is have your own 150 in place. Once you get there and you're done reaching the structure of LD1, then you want to go up to the 250, all right? But for now, you have the 150. You bring in two people. Now, these two people, the Gen 1s, see Gen 1 and Gen 1, they could be on opposite sides, or the two Gen 1s could be also on the same side. And then this person here also brought in two of their first people. So if this person brings in two people, they become your second generation. So they're your Gen 2. And likewise, this person over here, if they introduce two people, then they also become your generation 2. So when you bring in two and those bring in two each, to get two, you have six people. Now you're LD1. Now, what we've done over here, though, is that this person on the right also brought in the first two. And then this person, now, even though they're down here below, you were the one that personally introduced them. So they're still considered as your Gen 1. And when they introduce two people, again, these are your Gen 2s now, but they're all on the same side, if you notice that. So people ask me, well, what's the best way of building? Well, generally speaking, because to get to LD3 and 4, you do want to have two on each side. So I would kind of want to stick to this kind of a structure. However, sometimes you might know people who kind of know each other. You don't ever want to split people apart from each other. And that's why you might use option 2 in that particular situation. Okay. So again, once you bring in two that get their first two, and they're all LAs and hires on the monthly 150s, you have now reached LD1. Now, to maintain that rank and to maintain all of the commissions that can come with it, you want to have your monthly PV set at 250 and your group volume. Again, this is the CV that is on both of your binary legs, left and right team combined together, should be 2,250, and with a minimum of 750 on one of those two teams. So it could be 750 and the rest of it on the other side, or vice versa. As long as you have 750 of CV on each team, you're now going to be considered as an LD1 and earning like an LD1. So it's important to note, once you reach LD1, you never go back down again. You never lose the status of LD1. But by maintaining this rank monthly maintenance, your maximum weekly commissions is now $1,500 per week. But let's say, for example, that this week, for whatever the reason, you didn't have these two criterias in place, then your maximum weekly commissions goes back to what an LA would earn, which is $1,000 per week. But you heard from before, the nice thing is, let's say you were supposed to make 1,500, but because you didn't have one of these two criterias, you only earned 1,000 that week. Don't worry, the other $500 that you missed out on, it doesn't disappear. It doesn't go away and get flushed away. It stays there until the following week or the following week or the following week until you finally have this monthly maintenance done. And then, of course, you instantly go back up to that. So in short, whatever you didn't get because maybe you didn't meet the monthly maintenance, you never lose it. You'll get it at some point in time in the future once, of course, you have the criterias in place. Okay, so you don't ever lose a dime. It just kind of banks it there until the future. And of course, by reaching LD1, your variance bonus becomes 10,000 per month. Now, there is a cool bonus here where our fast start bonus, if you can reach this within the first 7 days of launching your business, and quite the people have actually done that before, then what they do is they will triple your binary commissions in the month that you qualify, which is your first month essentially. Okay. Now, if you couldn't do it in 7 days and you did it in 30 days, then they're going to double that month's binary commissions again up to $1,000. So it's a bit of an incentive for those movers and shakers to get it done really quickly and get a doubling or tripling of their binary commissions for that month. Now, again, once you reach LD1, you unlock the first premium car vacation up to $500 per month for a car or vacation, or $1,000 in products. Now, to qualify for the car, again, we're going to spend more time here because LD2, 3, 4, and et cetera, they are just very, very similar, just have a higher number associated to it. But to qualify for the car, okay, or the vacation up to $500 per month or $1,000 in products, what you have to do is in that month, launch one new LA or LAP, have a total group volume of 7,500 with at least 2,500 on either team. And don't forget, in the back office under Performance Center, there's a car bonus link. It shows you your exact status towards these criterias. So, you can find all this stuff in your Performance Center. You can track how far along you are, okay? Aside from launching an LAP or LA and having the group volume, your monthly PV needs to be 450 PV and 750 in PGV. So PGV is where we're going to spend more time here because the first three are pretty simple. Launch an LA or LAP, add that group volume, set your monthly purchases to 450, and of course a 750 PGV. So the PGV stands for personal group volume, okay? Personal group volume. What that means is it's the CV generated from your first generation. The people that you personally introduced, whether it's 2, 4, 10, 8, 20 people that you personally introduced, them collectively, what they generate in CV is your PGV. So we're going to scroll down to the very bottom where we have the glossary and terms, okay? PGV right there. So again, it's your first generation's product purchases and sales, the CV portion. Any retail sales that are done, again, the CV value. And whenever these first generation partners launch or upgrade people, that's also the CV value. So, it's quite easy to accomplish because once you launch a few partners and they have their monthly purchases, whatever they're buying and selling in products, or they're selling to a customer, or when they launch new partners, all of that collectively is your PGV. Okay, so and all you have to have is 750 of that PGV to qualify for the car bonus. All right, so that's very cool. And again, you have that tracking status in the Performance Center in your back office. Now, for the travel qualification, here's a cool thing, right? So if you're an LD2, you get the cruise again for free. And so, but for LD1s, just to remind you, you get the cruise paid for half, all right? But that's how you qualify for LD1. You got to have your structure in place to get to. Once you're there, you never lose the LD1 status. You are forever an LD1. Again, to now earn like an LD1, you have the monthly maintenance, 250 PV, and of course, a group volume. And then to be eligible for the car bonus, it's the criteria that we just mentioned. So now let's move on to LD2. And it's going to be a lot simpler because you can see here that for LD2, you can see here that is very similar. So what happens here is in the structure wise, you see how LD1, once you became LD1, the color here is yellow. Okay, that's the color for the LD1 rank. Well, for LD2, all you have to do is create 2 LD1s. Or another way of looking at it is the 4 people you had at your level 2, if those 4 found 2 each. So LD1 is 2 get 2. LD2 is 2 get 2 get 2. So 2, 4, and 8. all right? And that's the structure you see here. So you would see a total of, again, the two LD1s here, all right? By you having two LD1s, you essentially are in LD2. So whenever you have two LD1s, you are in LD2. That's a simple way to understand it. Two, get two. All right. So again, you can see here that you must be in LD1 generating 250 of PV, again, to become full commission qualified, and mentor two first generation partners to achieve LD1 or higher who also maintain the 150. So again, once you have two LD1s that you personally introduced, now you're LD2. Now, you can see here they have their own rank monthly maintenance. So there's a 250 PV, a 7,500 group volume with a minimum of 2,500 on either side, and 1,125 of PGV. Now your maximum weekly commissions goes up from $1,500 up above to $2,500. And again, whatever you didn't qualify for, if you missed it, it doesn't go anywhere. It just waits until you can actually qualify and then get paid out. All right. Your variance bonus jumps up to $15,000 per month. And again, if you can reach LD2 in 7 days, again, they'll triple that month's binary commissions up to $2,000. If in 30 days, they will double it again in the month that you qualify. But again, this has to happen as well in the first 30 days. All right. So now you can see here that your car bonus goes up from $500 to $750 or $1,500 in products. And it's the exact same thing. It's launching a new LA, just more group volume. Instead of 450 PV, you have 550 personal purchases. And again, the PGV, which is 750, that actually remained the same. And now you're car qualified, okay, for this car payment. Now, the cool thing though is LD2, if you have 40,000 CV and you're an LD2, you're also now cruise qualified. So your cruise is completely paid for free. So you can see here, if an LD2 rank is achieved through Blitz launch packages or launch after June 2022, 40,000 CV must be achieved before qualifying for the cruise. So in other words, if you're new to this business and you're watching this video, welcome. And to qualify for the cruise, all you have to do is to reach LD2 and also have in the whole calendar year 40,000 CV in the whole calendar year, not like per month, but the whole entire, which is very actually quite common to do. And now you're LD2, get the cruise for free, and that is the LD2. Now, one thing that I will mention about before is that you can see here in the fine print, it says all new email launches are exempt from the PV requirement for the first 21 days. What it's saying here is you can see that as part of the LD1 criteria, aside from launching two people that have their own two, so two get two, and they all have to be on the 150, right? But the way the 150 works is the 150 doesn't get charged the day that you join. It gets charged for next month, or to be precise, about 3 weeks down the road. But if you were to reach this structure within within that time frame, the company doesn't expect all these people to pay the 150. So it's kind of a nice thing, essentially. So that's what they're saying, that all the new email launchers are exempt from the PV requirement for the first 21 days. So if you had a really fast start, you launched two people and they got their first two within the first 21 days, even though they haven't paid their 150 because that's next month, you still qualify, of course, for reaching LD1. All right. Now, LD3 is almost like LD2, but you're adding one more layer. So now, essentially, you can see that LD2, the color is now orange. Well, now to reach LD3, you want to have two oranges, basically. So when you introduce two LD2s, and they must be on opposite sides, one on the left and one on the right, okay? Now you're going to become an LD3. So in other words, it's like two get two, which was 8. Now those 8 get their own 2. Now there's 16. So 2 get 2 get 2 get 2, all right? Or the simple way is you personally brought in two LD3s, two LD2s. Now you're LD3. And you can see here again that that the monthly rank maintenance is 450 PV. There's more group volume required and a higher PGV. But now your weekly commissions goes up to $5,000 per month. Your variance bonus up to $25,000 per month. And if you can reach this in 90 days, the company will double your binary commissions in the month that you qualified up to $5,000. Again, your luxury car vacation is now $1,000 per month or $2,000 in products. And again, the same criteria. You launch at LA or LAP, you have more group volume, you have more PV, and now you have more PGV. But again, that will qualify you, of course, for that car bonus luxury club payout. And again, now you're also the summit qualified. And the big thing about LD3 is you get to go to Dubai again absolutely for free. Hotels, air tickets, accommodations, the conference ticket, all of that is going to be paid for you by reaching LD3. And LD4, right? Again, adding one more layer. So if LD4 now, you see LD3 is a blue color, LD4 means you have two people that you personally introduced that are now LD3s, all right? So, or two get two, get two, get two, get two, right? But again, the same kind of thing here, the PV, the group volume, more PGV. Now your weekly maximum commission is $10,000, sorry, per week. The whole time I'll say this is your monthly commission. I apologize. That's actually your weekly commission, not your monthly commission. So big change there. This is your weekly commission now, $10,000 per week. And of course, your variance bonus up to $50,000 per month now. And so you can see here that your maximum weekly commissions is $10,000 per week. Variance bonus $50,000 per month. If you reach this rank in your first year, they will double again that month's qualifying month's binary commission up to $10,000. And again, the same thing here, right? Launch a new LAP, more group volume, more PV, PGV, and now you have, of course, a luxury travel exclusive vacation, and that's LD4. Again, same thing with presidential. You have introduced, now again, so the LD4 is the green in color. So LDP, you have two greens, which is you introduce two LD4s yourself personally. It's the same thing. So really, once you learn the LD1 structure, you're going to understand LD2, 3, 4, of course, presidential. And the cool thing, though, as presidential, now you can earn $30,000 per week because you can earn $10,000 per week on 3 different emails. All right. And of course, your variance bonus becomes $50,000 per month for the variance bonus. And again, if that's done in your first 2 years of starting your business, they will actually double your qualifying month's binary commissions up to $50,000. Your car is now $2,000 or vacation or $4,000 in products, right? Again, the same kind of qualification, just higher numbers here. Now you have the first business class travel up to $20,000. And of course, now you also getting the organizational revenue sharing as well too. And so that's part of the PLD. And of course, the highest rank, which is the Royal Lifestyle Director. You have now 2 purples or the 2 presidential lifestyle directors that you personally introduce, one on each team. Same kind of structure, right? But now you can earn actually $60,000 per week or $20,000 per week per email times 3 is $60,000 per week. And of course, if that's done in your first 3 years, you can also again double that month's qualifying commission up to $100,000. The car is now $4,000 per month or $8,000 in products. You have the private jet travel. You have the Ferry President timepiece or the Ferry Marsh ring at $100,000. You have the organizational revenue sharing, and of course the fast start bonus. And that is how to reach the LD 1, 2, 3, 4 PLD and of course RLD. But again, you know what? If you're new in the business, just start at, of course, your LD1, right? And get there first, right? Because once you understand how to get to LD1, trust me, the rest of it is just adding one more layer, right? So 2 get 2, and those 4 get 2, those 8 get 2, the 16 get 2, right? And et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So again, my name is Rene Liao. I hope you enjoyed watching this composition plan breakdown of all of our different, parts in the comp plan. And of course, at the very bottom, just to quickly go over this, there is an income and bonus summary, just kind of showing you a breakdown of all the different ranks and all the different bonuses and earnings. And so that's there for you as well too. And of course, you have the glossary at the very bottom of the document. So Again, that being said, my name is Renee Liao. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. As always, any questions that you might have, please contact your My5, which is your 5 qualified supporting business partners in your organization. And if you don't know who your My5 is, you know what? Reach out to anyone that you know, call the company, and they'll help you find your My5, or just send me a message as well too. All right. So that being said, thank you for watching. And of course, as we always say in Opulence Global, we're one team, one dream to the billion.